It's
Oh
part two of our
God, God
interview
has
with
always made a
inspiring
way for
recording
me.
artist
You're the
Jermaine
God who
Edwards.
provides. Many people might have some ex in their life that would have, hurt them in the past, and they think that they love them, and they thought that they were the best person. But when they left your life, you realize, say, wait, this man made me understand, say, oh, that man who I thought to know is the best thing I've ever had. And you learn to even appreciate that man. So as the Bible says, in everything, give God thanks. So I thank him for the bad days. So that's what the question you asked a while ago. What do you do if you make a mistake? What do you do if you fail? Thank God you're still alive and you got one more opportunity to make it right. It may seem like you're far, far, far backwards than your other friends, but one of the things that you mustn't worry about, the race is not for the swift, but those who endure to the end.
So last week we started our interview with Jermaine Edwards, sharing his very inspiring story and also giving us some rules and tips for success. And this week we continue that story. Stay tuned.
Valley, the mountains and the sea, so I will not worry. God will make a way for me.
Special thanks to all our current partners and sponsors. If you are interested in sponsoring or partnering with the Trailblazers, send an email to the trailblazers247@gmail.com.
Some of our most prominent producer them in the industry tell Tony that he could not bust a female artist because
Failing is one thing. Failing publicly is a very hard thing. My father always said he was growing a prime minister.
And I said I was holding my mouth, the lies were going, and I sat and I saw women on the TV just lying bluntly, just like that.
Released the all media survey, and when you look at the name Ron Mushek, 0, 0. And then they send back to say that they apologize. The lady up there never put in the number.
Seriously?
In terms
of help like house cleaning.
Yeah, my mom was a helper back then and stuff. To be honest, I was just excited, to play for West Indies.
I did it. I made my move into entrepreneurship at 40.
What, last comments would you want to share with
You have your core values, you do the right things, it'll fall in place for you.
Being a part of the music industry, though, generally, it's not an easy task.
It's not an easy task, but once you know what you need to do and what you were born for, then your place in the music will always be there. Always be there. Even if I'm old. Like look at Burst Amman. Look at Bob Marley. He would have been an old man right now, but his music is still relevant. So even if he did his legendary status in life, Usain Bolt ran his fastest race, but he's still relevant. He's still alive. So his place in sports is still gonna be always there until the day he dies. So I as I said, I don't believe that anyone's season is over until they have left this earth.
Who inspires you?
Life inspires me. I really don't have a particular role model, but I have persons who in intervals that would say things and do things that will make me, say I am a nobody or I feel like I should be going. I can't say a reason why I wouldn't say I have a full role model, because not all the persons that are inspirational to me, I really like their holistic lifestyle. You know what I mean? Because it may have contradicted with my beliefs, but one thing you can't deny is that success has a footprint. So if you can find out what road that they walk on to reach where they reach, that road can inspire you, but not their whole life. So I would use bits of persons' roads and try finding footprints in the roads, and then I'll try to tread on that journey. So it's a holistic kind of thing. So from life, from people, from my mother, from my father, from you, from my sister, from the dog, from the house, from the green grass, from even planting a seed of fruit, I learn from it and see how it operates and see if I can apply the same principles to my life.
To your life, indeed. And as you mentioned, success leaves clues, or leaves some clues. That's lovely. All right. So being now, a dad, you got married so early, like at 19, you said? Wow. So like being a dad to big daughters, 2 daughters, what has that been like? And then being a part of the hectic music industry world as well?
I mean, it changed my life. It changed my life a whole lot. I mean, when I first got born, I actually stopped doing road, like late nights, concerts and stuff. I actually came home earlier, just to at least hold her before she. Well, sometimes she's sleeping and I wake her up just for her to look at me and then bring her back to sleep. But at the end of the day, it changed me, and actually might brought me closer to my purpose. You know what I mean? In the sense of, even if I was not accepting who I am, I had to accept something because I have to. There's many persons in life that are doing many different things, but I would have to pick and choose because I wasn't getting younger. So I would have to rely on what it is that is giving me that strength and giving me that finances easier. And I would say that is my purpose because it comes naturally. So they helped to change my life, make me work harder, let me have a little bit more ambition. They would have made me become a better person, and help me to more look at the younger generation too, to see how I can be impactful to them, how I can, be more important. Because sometimes in our world, if you look at it from the social media perspective and even the internet, there's not a lot of things that is guiding our kids into the right direction. Everything that is bad, everything that can make a child go bad. Especially even when you have the girls' schools and you have some girls who are abusing other girls in the high schools and, bringing them into a position as even lesbianism and so forth. If you even go online and try to research if your feelings is okay or if it's right. And what it is saying on Google, it's perfectly fine. It is okay to feel that way. So everything is leading you. Even the teaching of 5 and 7 year old, that it doesn't make a difference if you have a penis or a vagina. You can choose what you are. You're not a male or a female. You can be anything you want to be. And I believe that we're living in a world now that is contradicting what our Y chromosomes or these things that determine what we are, the voices that we have, the masculinity that we have, the femininity that we have, and men is trying to do. So I believe that they made me look on how to protect them and how to fight for other young persons who may be going in a direction that the world is trying to bring them in. And that they did a lot for me.
Awesome. At what point did you really realize that, whoa, you're a star?
I think, when you start not drawing lines and when you walk into places, people do a little bit more for you. They give you a little bit more food, then take you get privileged, like they can say we don't have back here, but we allow you. They move faster for you, and when you go on the streets and taxi drivers, male, female, people just literally say how they love the music and how that your word. I mean, you're going to the airport and literally you're in Florida in a Walmart and you hear somebody just say, "Hey, Jay, Wagwan." You go New Jersey and a man say, "Yo, Jermaine Edwards, yo, look here. We need to take a picture with him." You know what I mean? You go all the way to Guam, you go Nigeria, you go so much places, and people like go all the way to Paris, and people say, "Hey, we love your music and our family this and support." So it's like you say, wow, this is a powerful thing, because people are connected to your journey, and it makes you feel humbled to the fact that you can touch so much people all across the world.
Yes, I love that. And you certainly have been doing that, Jermaine. In terms of your songs, like, which one would you say? I don't know if you have a favorite over the years. You don't have a favorite?
I think my the first time I could actually put a favorite to a song would have been the song called "Make a Way." Because that song brought me through COVID season, where I was just enjoying the life of trusting in God, knowing that He's going to make a way. I was singing that song in my sleep. I mean, it came out at that time. It was doing very, very well for me, the person. So I would say if I have a one song, it would have been that.
I love that. Can you sing a quick line for us? Because I'm not a big singer.
I am some days long, but I will not give up. No, I won't let go. I know that God will make a way for me. Father, you have never once failed me. You kept my family. Jesus, fight for me. You are Jehovah Jireh. Oh God, God has always made a way for me. You're the God of the valley, the mountains and the sea. So I will not worry. God will make a way for me.
Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you.
All right, so moving forward now, like what's next for you? What are you working on? Where do you see yourself? You know, because you're still young and everything. Well, at least you still look young to me. So what's next?
Just a number. Age is just a number. Age.
Sure.
Right now, we have some 60-year-old people who they're living the life.
Exactly.
Them look better than some 20-year-old. Like really.
That's
so
true.
Always on fleek. So life is just a number. That's why I said season never end until you leave this earth. Okay. So me, I'm looking forward to one big thing, Tamara. And that big thing is to die empty. I really don't believe that I've reached my legendary status coming from this island. People have believed that, yeah, you have been one of them who have surpassed the Grace Shillers. That was one of the biggest gospel artists in the gospel group. But I still don't believe that I have yet paved a road in my journey for others to come. So I think that the day that I reach my legendary status, where when I die in this island, a road can be named after me or something like that, that's when I know that I had done something for my island or in my island. So my next move right now is to just go as hard, as aggressive, like literally, like man, nobody, me not do nothing at all, like really not know it, and then just start over again.
That's awesome. And when you look back at where you're coming from that young lad, humble beginnings, as you said, eating the butter and the dumpling and butter, so being in a better situation now, how do you feel? What passes through your head?
Everything that I didn't do in my past, everything that I blundered into, I feel like I got one more chance to fix it.
Wow.
People might say, all right, music is a young sport thing, it's for young people. I still say I'm not dead. I still believe that there's a few more songs that can come out of me that can affect the next generation.
Lots more.
Yeah.
Just had to drop that in there, power of the word. That is awesome. I really, really love that, Jermaine. All right. So another area that I wanted to quickly touch on, because I like the point where you mentioned die empty. And that's something I heard, I think it was Miles Monroe that mentioned it. How can we embody that in our own lives? Because for those who are watching, it's one thing we hear that you are intending to do that. But how can we as individuals apply that to our own lives?
By analyzing our past, observing our present, and then applying what we have analyzed through knowledge, understanding, and apply wisdom. And with that, as the Bible is simple, without knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, it doesn't make no sense. You have to get wisdom, you have to get knowledge, you have to get understanding. And you notice the line of how it comes. You have to gain knowledge. And not all people are educated, but they don't understand what they have learned. So you can't have knowledge without understanding. And it don't just end there, because you can't just understand anything and don't apply what you have understood. And I believe that everybody in this life have these levels that we can actually learn something, understand what we have learned, and I'm going to show you, Tamara, that I understand based on my next move, based on my next walk, based on what I buy next time. Do I use delayed gratification? Do I understand that, hey, it's not a thing to rush and go buy something right now, but here, give me 3 months time. Oh, but you have the money now. No. I have the money now. That's a mistake I made in my past. I went and did it. No, but I don't need it now. What I need to do is to enjoy this level, invest in this level, and then wait 3 months to buy that Benz.
I love that. I love that, the whole delayed gratification. So what do you do then, even from your own experiences, when you make mistakes and you blunder and you feel like your destiny is out of sight, there's no way for you to get back on track, you feel that way?
The first thing I do, thank God I'm still alive. That's the first thing, because we're still living. Once you're still living, you can get back up again. If you're never crippled, if you're never dead, you're all right. You can get up back again. So my thing is to understand and learn. I use life, and that's why the song Beautiful Day. Lord, I thank you for sunshine. Thank you for, thank you for joy. People say, like Jenny say, like, why you thank God for pain? You know what I mean? Who pain? I guess because, women and their monthly stuff, it kind of like, well, I don't want that feeling. I don't like it. But the truth of the fact is, it's not just those specific things, but, many people might have some ex in their life that would have, hurt them in the past. And they think that they love them and they thought that they were the best person. But when they left your life, you realize, say, wait, this man made me understand, say, that man I thought to know is the best thing I've ever had. And you learn to even appreciate that man. So as the Bible says, in everything, give God thanks. So I thank him for the bad days. So that's what the question you asked a while ago. What do you do if you make a mistake? What do you do if you fail? Thank God you're still alive and you got one more opportunity to make it right. It may seem like you're far, far, far backwards than your other friends, but one of the things that you mustn't worry about, the race is not for the swift, but those who endure to the end. It's not a fast race thing. Life have whole heap of time before you. So that person may slow down and you just literally just pass them in 2 years time or a year time. Just keep on focusing on what you're supposed to do and we Thanksgiving.
Oh, I love that. How much love did I just say? I said quite a bit. Yeah, so we're wrapping up. I mean, I've been enjoying this conversation, Jermaine. One of the things though with our Trailblazers, when we tune in and we hear your inspirational story and we hear how you're doing and everything in the industry, we also like to give tips. So what would you say to somebody who is watching and they are interested in, joining the music industry? What are some of the things you would say to them that they need to do to be a success at it?
You will never ever make it in the music industry for any longevity or at a time without a focus. If it's not you that have the focus, it's a manager. So a manager can actually guide an artist who has no focus at all or no aim into his aim. You know what I mean? And when that artist leave that manager, you realize him just go straight down because it wasn't the decisions of the artist that brought him where he is. So the first thing you want to do is to realize that the biggest set of people who sells naturally are the people with visions and hope and a reason for doing what they are doing. And the truth of the fact, if you feel like you want to invite people to be scammers, then that's what you're going to do. And that's a reason. If you feel like you're going to make people smile, then that's a reason to write beautiful songs that makes people smile. If you want to think of people with introspection, then you're going to, if you want to feel like you want to write a song where you make a gunman just feel like you want to shoot people, then you can be successful in that. But ensure that you have a reason to do why you do what you do.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. It cannot just be a haphazard thing, there must be some purpose behind it. Yeah, right. So I definitely agree with that. All right, so I mean, you mentioned your family. You plan to have
I know that question. Time to, you know what I want to have? I want to have a bit of music. So I want to have a more better music, and that's what I'm trying to work on right now. No more kids.
Okay.
Those days are over.
Thank you for that clarification, Jermaine. All right. I wanted to find out from you, what do you do for fun? Because, I mean, you're in the studio, you're a family man as well. So what do you do otherwise to just chill?
I am an introverted person, so I love my own space. And I actually invite people that I like in my space when I'm ready. And that's what I do to enjoy myself. I like working with people who understand life and they know when they're reaching, they know when they need to stop, they know when they understand and observe their friends, they analyze their friends, and they say, look here, you don't like this guy, I like this girl, I see that I can add value to their life. by doing this. And if you can find few people in this world that really care about you, not care about what you have, not care about, what you can do for them, but care about you, the person, then I enjoy that. And that is what is beautiful to me. Not television, not car, because I can't have, I would more likely have pools or cars for other persons to enjoy, but not necessarily me. And if I can create that space where other persons can enjoy and have their best life through me, then that's my enjoyment. Kind of sound weird, but that's where my joy is. That's where my beauty is.
I love that. Any final message that you want to share to all our trailblazers or aspiring trailblazers who see you, they're inspired and they want to make a success of their lives in whatever endeavor they choose?
I would just simply, just stop up everything and just put down a cap for basically what I've been saying earlier. Whatever you're doing, pay attention to it, observe it, do it for a reason, and stop trying to keep up with the Jones, because you cannot compete with where somebody is right now because you're competing with their results. If you should look at a man's past, you have to compete with their past to actually realize where they are today. So don't try to compete with somebody who you never really understand what they went through in life. You have to first respect that person, because I'm not competing with you. I am actually admiring what you have done, and my admiration for where you have gone to would cause me to learn about your upbringing. What did you do? How did you reach your success? And because of learning about that, I now appreciate you, admire you, and that admiration turns into inspiration that will make me a better person. So that is what I would ask everyone to do. Stop, stay in your lane. Stop looking at another man. Admire him, respect him, and if you can sow a seed in that person's life who you want to be like, by saying, how can I be a part of your team to help you? And do it with all, because you're sowing a seed in their life to help them. You will never know where that seed can grow and bring it.
Indeed. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jermaine Edwards, of course, international singer, minister in his own right. I don't know if do you have any books yet, or that's in the works?
He's telling me to write books. I don't know if that's important right now, but it's not a bucket list I'm trying to do. I'm more likely just trying to be impactful in every way. I mean, my books are in my songs. I don't think I need to write a book when the songs are already there. Bob Marley quotations are all over the world, and he didn't write a book, but they are in his songs. So I think I am writing a book with my life. Yes,
that's it. And philosophical. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best. And yes, keep at it, keep blazing your trail, keep inspiring, globally, not only just in Jamaica, but across the world, and keep inspiring and transforming lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on TrailBlazers. I really appreciate it. And I hope that everything will work out even much more greater than what your thought is. And that God will bless this program. And it goes far than what you even can imagine.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey everyone, I am Tamara McKayle, television and radio presenter, producer, communication specialist, and of course, producer and host of the TrailBlazers series. I'm inviting you, yes, you, to join the family. All you have to do is just click the subscribe button right below, hit that notification bell so you can be alerted as to when we have our weekly episodes, and of course, join our family for weekly inspiring episodes that will not only lift your spirits, but will give you the tools, the keys, and the strategies that you need so that you can walk in your purpose and blaze your trail.
Thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.